Everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this lecture we will understand what is class D chopper. So basically it is a two quadrant chopper. It function in first quadrant and fourth quadrant. It is a two quadrant chopper. So that two quadrant is first quadrant and fourth quadrant. First and fourth quadrant. Output current always positive. Output current always positive. Output voltage can be positive or negative. So it also referred as two quadrant class B chopper. Two quadrant class B chopper. So as it is a two quadrant chopper, its operation in first quadrant and fourth quadrant. So when it is both are positive, both voltage and current are positive in the first quadrant, and in case of that fourth quadrant, voltage is negative, current is positive. So this is the circuit diagram of class D chopper. Circuit diagram of class D chopper. So here one voltage source, then two switches are there, switch 1 and switch 2, and two diode is there, diode D1 and diode D2, and in the load resistance, inductance, and one voltage source is there. So let's see the operation of this class D chopper. This it is a two quadrant chopper, so that first quadrant operation can be achieved with switch 1 and switch 2 on. So this is the condition 1. Now that fourth quadrant operation can be achieved with diode D1 and D2 on. So this is the second condition. So one by one we will understand that condition 1 and condition 2, what will happen in case of a condition 1. Let's see the circuit of condition 1. When switch 1 and switch 2 are on, means only these two will be connected. We will remove this diode D1 and D2 from the circuit. So this is the circuit where switch 1, so here switch 1 is on, and here switch 2 is on. So when switch 1 and switch 2 on, so this is the circuit diagram. So that current will flow from voltage source to resistance, then inductance, source, and go back to the negative point of the voltage source. After turning on switch 1 and switch 2, the current will flow from source to load. So inductor will charge. This inductor will charge, and so that current in this condition is positive and voltage is also positive. So here this is the direction of the current flow, and which is the direction of this current I0. So that's why, so this current is positive. So here current is positive, voltage is also positive. So this is the first quadrant operation. So this is first quadrant operation. Now if we see the condition 2, where diode D1 and D2 is on. So if we draw the circuit, so this will be the circuit where we have connected diode D1 and D2. So this is the circuit. Now in this condition, current will flow in this direction. In this condition, current will flow in this direction, So according to this current direction, we can say that current is positive as it is follows the similar direction of this load current. So that's why this current is positive, and voltage is negative. Here voltage is negative. So this is the direction of the current. So we can say that voltage is negative and current is positive. So this is the fourth quadrant operation where voltage is negative and current is positive. So by using these two circuits, or we can say this, when that switch 1 and switch 2 is on, at that time we can achieve the first quadrant operation, and when in case of that condition 2, when diode D1 and D2 is on, can achieve the fourth quadrant operation. Okay, let's see the output waveform for these two conditions. So this is the output voltage, output current, then the supply current, and current across the switch. So this is the output voltage, this is the output voltage, and this will achieve, so this part will achieve because of that switch 1 and switch 2 on. When the switch 1 and switch 2 on, so in that case will achieve this voltage, positive voltage. Now when that switch diode 1 and diode 2 is on, so at that time will achieve this negative voltage, this negative voltage, negative voltage. So this is the, so what you can say, this is the first quadrant operation, and this is because of that fourth quadrant. This is for the first quadrant and this is for the fourth quadrant. So similarly, if we see the current waveform, so as in the load, one inductor is connected, so that current will increase slowly. So that's why these will be the current waveform, and again when it will discharge, at that time it will decrease slowly. Similarly, again it will charge slowly and it will discharge. So these will be the current waveform for the output current. Now if we should see the supply current, so that is, so initially gradually increase, and after that, so it will go down to the negative value. So again it will increase slowly. So this is the supply current of class D chopper, class D chopper. Now if we see the waveform for the current through the switch, so this will increase slowly. Again when in case of that diode and diode 1 and diode 2 on, so when switch is on, switch 1 and switch 2 is on, at that time current will increase slowly. When switch 1 and switch 2 will be off and diode D1 and D2 will be on, so at that time it will discharge and decrease. Again it will increase. So there we can get that current across the switch. So again when it is off, so at that time it will be 0. Similarly, when it is on, at that time current will increase slowly, and in case of the off condition, so at that time current across the switch will be 0. So these are the output waveform for output voltage, output current, supply current, and current across the switch. This is the detailed explanation of class D chopper. Thank you.